Hey, Spirit Family, it's your girl, guys. Echo, back to doing the reading for the collective. So, Spirit brought it to my attention today, and I honestly, I know I ain't gonna get too many amens on this. I know that um, this is a touchy topic and subject, okay, but it needs to be addressed, and it is that the United States government is basically exploiting the prayers of the righteous. What am I saying? In the scriptural text, you didn't really hear too much about the chosen ones supporting the government. Yeah, it was you heard about some tax collectors, but even those were converted when they came across Jesus or a disciple. You know what I'm saying? He also told them to go give to Caesar what is Caesar's. In other words, okay, he did not have no parts with the government. He knew he was from there, okay? He accepted that. However, as far as being a councilman or a judge or a lawyer, you didn't really too much hear about uh nobody being in the government. All of them were against the chosen ones and disciples. Everything you hear about, every story you hear about, okay, in the Bible, they talk about how they got to go against the government. They got to be freed from the government. They're running from the government, okay, with Pharaoh and the every time they picked a new king, Ahab and Ahaz and all of them. Okay, I ain't getting into all of that because that's for pastor to figure out. But they are using the prayers of the righteous to uphold this very dark, corrupt, demonted, damn, demonic, demented. Some of these people are demented, like they're not even in their right state of mind. The president of the United States is the number one candidate. He is the driving force. He is the face, okay, of this group of demons that is trying to take over the government. Spirit is saying, why are we voting? Everybody, oh, it's time to vote again. They're talking about the election that is 2 years from now. Why? Because they want you to continue to focus and keep the illusion going. It may not even be a government come 2 years. Why? Because all of these people are have to go down. The whole government, people, they trying to sit here and they want to point fingers at Iran, and they want to point fingers at the Epstein list, and they want to point fingers at ICE, and they're distracting you from the fact that we should not be supporting, as Christians, as believers, as chosen ones, as earth angels. Okay? I have not voted since Hillary Clinton, which was like before, no, the last time Trump won, I think. I have not voted in no preliminary, no who gonna be it, who we choose. I didn't. Why are we voting? Why are we voting? This is why they want to do this voter ID. I mentioned this maybe 3 years ago, okay, when they were talking about who was about to be in office at this time that we're in right now. And I said, when you sign those voter registration ballots, you are putting your soul and spirit in the hands of this said government. Page of Wands here. You're not, look, Page of Wands, I was shuffling as I was talking. Five of Wands to the Ace of Pentacles. They are fighting. Page of Cups to the Eight of Swords. Come on here. To the Four of Pentacles. If they have you, see, what a lot of people be like, you got to move out the way of their karma. Okay, that's what I'm hearing right now. Because they still have the chosen ones. Some of them in their pocket, wrapped up in all of this war and you done took food stamps and Medicaid from the old people. So not everybody is worried. They did all of this only so that you could continue to be tied and bound to something that you've been made free of. Spirit is saying we are free. 10 of Wands here to the 9 of Pentacles. You are no longer under the enforcement of your United States government. 10 of Cups to the Justice. If you believe in the Most High God, not just Jesus, listen to me. If you are a believer of the Most High God, you are not under the jurisdiction of any, not just the United States, of any government. They have no say-so over your well-being. 555 was on the clock when I said this. I'm trying to tell y'all something. So they want to hold you down with these heavy burdens, like Pharaoh did to Moses them. I mean, not Moses them. Yeah, to Moses them when he got so mad that they were starting to move away from the government. So he began to make things difficult. 5 of Wands here in the background, fighting them so that they couldn't leave, so that they wouldn't walk away. But I'm here to tell somebody today, Spirit will not let, I'm talking about, I'm feeling the Holy Spirit as I'm talking to y'all. You are not under the jurisdiction of the government, law enforcement at all. The only reason they began to cater to the religious people, okay, let me put it like that. When they tried to put God in the government under how do it go? United we stand, under nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Yeah, it ain't been no liberty and justice for all. That was them locking you down with this 8 of Swords here. If you believe that they're what they say, what they do, you when you sign that ballot, yo, okay? When you became a citizen, for some of you that ain't citizens, that's why they trying to get rid of all of them. Okay. Because they know off top they have no jurisdiction over somebody that is not a citizen. And then if you go vote, now you're saying whatever happens, you ain't really got no argument with this shit. I'm bringing some light to this with the sun here. Okay? To the 5 of Cups. Yeah, they no longer have power over us. 5 of Cups. And they know it. So they've been trying to figure out with this 7 of Cups here to the Hangman how they can keep us, 6 of Cups, under this old contract covenant. I'm sorry. So that's why it's all this chaos. And they mess with the food. They mess with the healthcare. Now they sending everybody to war. Okay, they messing with law enforcement and ICE is trying to take over. They want ICE to take over all of law enforcement. This is why the government is not funding the whole DHS bullshit. It's because they're going to use that branch of law enforcement to enforce everyone there. And while some of these cops they say are crooked, and some of these for your local local state and city law officials, they're not understanding that they're going to be moved out the way too. See, they're trying to stand and fight together, still, involved with this law thing government wise, but they plan to push all these people out. DHS, the White House, is is going to be the only governing force if y'all don't wake the fuck up and realize that we are not under the United States government's in authority. There we go. As chosen children of the Most High God. We're not under their authority. But if you go sign their ballots, you will be. If you go feel like, oh, I got to vote. No, you don't. Stop voting. Stop going to work. Stop fighting for these demonic motherfuckers. We talk about, oh, he doing this, he doing that, but y'all still going to work. Cut the shit off completely. Don't worry about what the government got going on. They are not protecting and supporting you. That is not their number one goal. It's not. And I don't care if it's Republican or Democrat. None one of them that is standing together with the United States government is working on your behalf as a believer. That's why they want to keep the rest of us broke. We can't travel. Now they done slowed up the airports and shit like that because they want you to be secluded. They want you to be stuck. They want you to think, okay, that you are under that. And as long as you, Five of Cups here, as long as you have this idea in your head, you're losing energy harvesting. They're draining you of your ability. Fucking with your head, your mind, your food. We hungry, we broke. We're stressed, we depressed, we think a bomb coming any minute now. They killing people and shit just to cause people to fight against the United States. Literally, Trump is acting as a bully, basically, to cause this chaos. That's what it is at the end of the day. Stop watching this shit. Stop paying attention to it. Don't worry about who the president is. You got God. I thought you believed in big God. But see, of course, because they're funding your church, okay? They're funding your minister. They're funding your children's schools. They're funding all this stuff. And they got you thinking with this 10 of Wands here, what we gonna do without the government? We have God, the creator, the most high of all of this shit down here. And as long as you continue to be focused on the government, that's why they want us to. Because if we're chosen and we're in the vicinity, we in and around this shit, supporting it, we're holding it up with our prayers of righteousness. God gonna answer us, even though he ain't gonna answer them. As the Pope was saying over this weekend, that God does not support war leaders. That is correct. But if they got somebody in their pocket that's a chosen one that could pray, Lord, help us down here, they gonna get that help. So it's gonna continue to look as if, oh, the United States government, we're supporting them. Trump is doing it. No, the fuck he is not. He's a puppet, just like all the presidents before him. What the fuck make y'all think anything any different? What really alerted me was when he said that his signature is now going to be on every piece of money. Did y'all know that? That's a spell. Page of Wands here. Your president does spell work. Yeah. He writing his name. The signature of President Donald Trump will be on your money. And like I said, what does the Bible say? Four of Wands. What does the Bible say? Give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar. This shit is all a setup. Oh, we're going to dedicate the United States back to the world. Oh, the United States believes in Jesus. I bet you do, but you don't, motherfucker. You trying to pray. You trying to get Jesus people. You trying to get Jesus's people on your squad. Six of Wands. That's all this is about. Look, Seven of Pentacles. That's all this is about. If they stay on our heart and our mind as chosen ones, okay, they're going to avoid this judgment for putting the whole world in a 10 of Wands. God don't give a fuck about no government. That's putting someone before him. Hello. Okay, y'all think it ain't because the world done been working in this vein for so many of hundreds of years, 250 of them. For 250 years, God ain't never gave a fuck about no government. Hear me. He gives you the power, the Holy Ghost, to govern your motherfucking self accordingly. Because we have it in us, everything that we need. We don't need no, just like we sitting here, now they want us to point our fingers at the religious teachers, okay? So that they could take the flag, because like I said, they are in the pocket of the government. This was all a setup. Look how she laying in that nest. It's all a setup to keep God from really unleashing the judgment that is upon the earth, the United States specifically, but definitely the whole world. Believe that. It's other countries and shit that did the same shit in a certain way. They just wasn't as strict about it as the United States was or is. But as long as they got a Christian, anybody, any religion, long as and they believe in the Most High God, oh, they covered here with the Ace of Wands. So they want you to focus on your pastor and your preacher. Stop paying them some attention. Be upset at them. They're still going to get paid by the government. Duh. That's why they keep going back to work. That's why every Sunday and every Sunday, even if they don't do Wednesday service, oh, they coming in that motherfucker on Sunday. Hear me. Because they're being controlled by the government. And control is a form of witchcraft. Ace of Swords here. Mind control to the Chariot. But this shit is blocked. And why? Because it's been too many warnings. It's been too many signs. It's been too many red flags. And you stupid ass people just refuse to believe. So now the government is shut down. You ain't got to pray for your president. You ain't got to think about the United States government because God, just like I'm about to say it, God don't give a fuck about nan person involved in the government. They have been cut off with the 9 of Wands here from any spiritual interaction. This is why the airports are stopped up. This is why funding has been being blocked. Yeah, those are some lawmakers making that enforcement, but trust and believe God jump bodies and is controlling vessels. Hear me, in this dimension, just like the devil is. That's why certain things have been held up. Okay? It's because the government, any official that has any ties to the United States of America government has been blocked from any spiritual consideration, any spiritual protection. It's no longer there. Okay? So now I'm going to get a different deck. And let's pull some cards on it because, they're going to be, you ain't even... Listen, a lot of these downloads that I'm getting, baby, they don't even come with cards. But the cards going to come out just for you to see. I have the 4 board out here because this is April 1st, April Fool's Day. Fall for the food if you want to. Don't fall for the tricks this month. That's what Spirit is saying. Don't fall for the gimmick another month. Now, we done already let them get damn near a whole first quarter of our year. No longer. It has been blocked. I don't care I'm telling you, whether they doing dream invasion, there go that 4 swords there. Okay, I said the 4. Okay, they need this month. This month is very critical because the spell work is broken. They have no more spiritual protection. The illusion over the chosen ones has been broken. Okay? We are in the 4 swords, meaning we're coming out. We're healing. We're protected. We are being protected on all 4 sides. It's they actually. I keep on hearing now. This was irritating me that I kept hearing. It's time to rest. After you've done all you can, you just rest. No, we in a war right now. This ain't over. See, they might have thought, yeah, with this 4 swords over here, they thought that by the time April came, that this shit would have been calmed down. No, we done took it up another notch. Excuse me. I just told you. Any government official no longer has access to any spiritual protection, insight, guidance, download, none of that. They have went deaf and blind, is what Spirit just said. They are deaf and blind. So now they're going to be looking to us, which is how it should have been in the first place. But don't be fooled. Spirit is saying they have always looked to us. But in the days before, they stole that shit. Dream invasion, okay? Taking certain their mind manipulation, okay? Waiting until you download or upload your message, okay, or share your content, and then they go off of what you said. They've been doing that, but now it's gonna be exposed how they talking. Don't try to talk spiritual now, okay? Don't lean to my advice now. Don't get to talking about the shit that you wasn't talking about before. Keep that same energy. Yeah. Keep that same energy, because if you don't, we gonna know if you try to come to our side and you fake flexing. Okay? They are shocked that we have, it ain't gonna stop. That's what it is. That's what I'm trying to say. They want the war to be over. People keep saying, oh, it's been a month. It's not gonna stop until they get this shit right. For one, every person. And I know this ain't gonna happen, but it will if we gotta make it happen. Every wicked individual in any position in that government is going to be pulled down or sat down. Walk away, sit down, or be pulled down. That's how these next couple days is about to go. This week. No. Wow. Okay, Spirit is saying these next couple days by Thursday. That's tomorrow. Spirit, I was trying to look, y'all. I was thinking about saying in this month. First it said the next couple days, then the next week came out. See, this is how you'll know if somebody is truly receiving divine downloads or if they just throwing shit out there. Because they can't even talk right. Some words gonna come out that they're thinking to produce, but other things is gonna come out because God gonna have his way. 5 of Wands right there. God is going to have his way. They can keep fighting all they want to. We gonna keep fighting. God has the final fucking say. Not Trump, not the Democrats, not the Republicans, not J.D. Vance, not Carolyn Leavitt. None of them bitches, none of them people run this shit. God is in control. Full control. I don't care what face you seeing on TV. Stop watching them. Stop listening to these people. Everybody got something negative to say. Everybody want to argue about the shit. How about you walk away from this situation altogether? Oh, they ain't paid us. Oh, DHS workers, people working at the airport. Oh, they still ain't paid us. They sitting in there sad at work, mad as fuck. Why do you keep going? Just stop. Who is that? Somebody Fetterman. He don't even wear suits to work no more. This nigga wearing jeans and a hoodie every day. He's so over it. Stop going. Quit. Walk away. There was a here in Ohio. It's not close to Cleveland, but they claim that the whole police staff quit, or I'm sorry, were suspended. No, they quit. Hear me. They are quitting. They are walking. It is time to walk away from this crooked shit. Then everybody get mad. Well, they said the Epstein files is coming out. Now they ain't coming out. That's because they just trying to keep you hooked in this 9 of Swords bullshit. And you keep falling for the shit. Week after week, day after day, month after fucking month. We are in the 4th month of this year that we said it was going to be different. That we said we was going to see a change. But ain't nobody really fighting. They give your dumb ass a little crumb, and you be like, okay, I'll shut up. They cut the food stamps and welfare and medical and shit off for all the kids in the goddamn world. Everybody, rah, rah, rah. They gave them back nothing. Everybody shut up. Those were signs. They giving you the crumbs, man. They playing y'all. Yes, son.
All of it's too bad.
Yeah, I need to rip it. And I don't know. I think you should just get y'all a big juice, us, because I drink some too. If you want, you can get a big juice or you can get them 2 little ones. That's $2. I think the juice is like $4. See what I'm saying? Budgeting. As I was telling my subscribers, we sitting here scraggling on purpose because of the government. This is all the fucking government. Everybody, well, what we gonna do and who we vote for, and I want to vote. And y'all worried about voter registration cards. Fuck all that shit. Walk away from it. That's what's holding us here. That's what's keeping us in this 9 of Swords. Sitting here counting these pennies, talking about, well, the government gonna open up. No. No, stop it. Look to God. He is our final answer. And that's why he continues to whip through this motherfucker. Tearing shit up. A tornado, an imminent tornado in Cleveland, Ohio is crazy. I'm telling y'all, that is crazy. I've been in, I grew up, born and raised in Cleveland, Ohio. Wasn't no goddamn tornadoes. I'm 42. Wasn't no tornadoes. Wasn't no hurricanes. We did get a lot of snow, but that was it. A tornado? I'm telling you, God is tearing this shit up because y'all not listening. Y'all not paying attention. So he has full control. The government, I'm going to say this again. I'm going to go ahead and finish this out. The government is not the ruler of the chosen unless you sign that voter registration card. You are unfortunately under the rule of the United States government until it's time to vote again. That's why they be doing those preliminary votes in between time so that you could keep signing that goddamn paper and signing away your life and your fucking rights. Y'all think you ain't signing? You're signing over your rights to the United States fucking government every time you do anything that involves the government. That's why we ain't free. Because you keep signing up for welfare. You keep being worried about that punk ass medical that they could take, as you could see, at any given fucking moment. We are not even in control of that. Y'all gotta make sure y'all go vote now. We gotta have some say so. You ain't got no motherfucking say so. I ain't even registered to vote in over 5 years. 8. It's going on 8 years. Soon as I moved here, that's another thing. Side note, y'all. Soon as I moved to this house, right? Maybe about 3 weeks in, all of a sudden, some man keep coming knocking at my door, talking about he doing a census. I need to do a census. Just because I just moved into this house. This happened to me before. My oldest son, who is 22, was like maybe 4 or 5 at this time. No, he was about 6. About 6-ish. About 5 or 6. Anyway, I had just moved to a place, and here come this census man, because they want you to sign your signature and sign away your rights. Once they know where you are, whose you are, they register you to vote. You are now property of the government. Okay, people, okay. Like I said, look, and when I keep saying this, 3 of Cups to the 8 of Swords. You are property of the United States government. If you voted, whether you voted for Trump the fuck or not, they didn't care about who you was voting for. They needed your signature. They needed your life so that they can hold you to this bullshit right here. So at this point, I need to speak to someone besides myself, because I just told you, and I got proof. Hear me. I got proof. I ain't even getting welfare no more. Once they cut that shit off and we was hungry for them 3-4 weeks, I said, fuck a government. I'm not going to sign up and beg nobody. I ain't been to no food pantry. I ain't did none of that shit. We be in this bitch hungry until some money comes. That's how me and my family doing it from here on out. I will not ask the government to do a motherfucking thing for me. I don't need no new ID. I don't want no voter registration ID. I don't need, what was that other one they tried to get us to do? A few years ago, right before the elections, where you had to have a certain a government ID to travel or some shit. Like, I knew it was some bullshit. I didn't want that either. I done gave up my driver's license. Okay, I'm trying to get y'all to understand what the fuck is going on. This is what you need to do to get free. And a lot of y'all, we keep on talking about why they ain't helping us. Why we don't see no lift up. Why ain't nothing working. What happened to my check? I ain't even filed for my taxes. I'm trying to tell somebody something. Please hear me. Please hear me. As Pastor Hannah say, you gotta hear me. Look at me. That's all he keep on saying. Because they're trying to give y'all signs and synchronicities, but yet now they done recruited a group of motherfuckers to attack the pastors and the religious figures. And I know I didn't say it some stuff myself, but that was correction from somebody that loved them. Understand, if I spoke about you in any way, it's because I know God is you one of his favorites like me. So if I didn't say a name and it came out wrong, forgive the prophet in me. I'm not the pastor that's supposed to love on you and tell you, baby, it's going to be all right. I'm the one to say, hey, don't you see that shit over there? They doing that. Look at this. I'm that type of teacher. I'm a prophet. I wasn't meant to love you and lead you. Well, I can do that too because that come with the office. But honestly, back to my point is, if I've said your name, let me just clear this on out. If I've said your name, okay, and it was some negativity behind it, it was correction. That came from the Most High. And because you was in my radar, you already got a piece of my heart. Come on here. You summoned my spirit to your spirit. He say, when one or two or three touch and agree, I am in the midst of them. So we be looking at stuff wrong. I don't know why I had a dream about a celebrity. I don't know why. It's because their spirit pulled on yours. And it's a reason that connection came. So I know I cussed out Jamal last week. I said something about Apostle Murray. And I'm still watching. Listen. I done blew down on Keon Henderson, Sarah, all of them. But guess what? I still hear their sermons. Hear me. Soon as they come on, if I don't even got my phone in my hand, Spirit say they talking, I got to go listen. But there are there are some groups, there are some content creators, there are some people in upper echelons that have got groups together to attack these people too. Oh yeah, the government ain't stopping 3131 on the clock. Yesterday was the 31st. Something happened yesterday. Okay? There's a group of individuals that are attacking the pastors and the ministers and the leaders in the religious world. Imams, popes, all of them being attacked. Five of Wands here. It's a war, yo. On the spiritual and the physical. We are at this is the war. They talking about World War III. This is Armageddon. Bishop Jones spoke about that last week. The days of revelation, the end times. The sun is here. I'm trying to tell you something. We are in the war of Armageddon. Fuck Iran. Trump shouldn't have touched Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. But he did that so that they would begin to fight us, so that they have a reason for this war. So it'll look like that the war was really a physical thing. No, this is Armageddon. Ayatollah Ali Khamenei is God's favorite. Just like who I'm talking to on this line is God's favorite. Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, the Khamenei family, is God's favorite. They call God Allah. I don't care what you call him. Some people call him Yeshua, Yahweh. It's so many names, but it's only one. And he got favorites all around this goddamn planet. He got certain animals he loves more than he do others. Come on here, somebody. It was all for you to keep on looking at this natural, at this flesh, be hungry. If we take their food, they're going to be hungry. If we cut off their jobs, they're going to be in anxiety. They can't focus. They're not going to hear the spiritual call and the spiritual pull, and they're not going to notice the signs and times of the synchronicities. Last week, the Australia turned red. The sky turned red, and it wasn't just for 1 or 2 seconds that somebody seen it over in one part that nobody saw. No, the whole Australia turned red. Not black. It didn't get light. It didn't get dark. It turned the whole fucking color. 3 years ago, New York was orange and green or some weird ass shit. Like they had some orange and red in the sky and shit. Couldn't come outside. People, this is Armageddon. And one of the ways that you need to, in order to know, Spirit is saying that you have to check what is holding you. And I ain't just talking about your religion. We got to get over that. That's a distraction. I'm talking about what are you tied to in this earthly realm, whether it's a job, whether it's children, whether it's family, whether it's a piece of property, a home, a car, a lease, I'm hearing, mortgage. I'm talking about this kind of stuff, Spirit is saying. Okay, did you vote? Are you registered to vote? Did you sign a ballot? Something binding contracts. Spirit is saying it's something about binding contracts. Page of Wands that they are using as a means to tie you to where you can't say nothing. You can't get free. They looking for loopholes. You need to look for the loopholes now. And you also need to look to God. I don't care what you call him. I don't care what language you use. I'm tired of saying the Christians and the pastor. Even it even got to the point where we talking about what the apostle supposed to do this and the pastor supposed. That's because they got us distracted with fighting each other. Look to God, not to who his leaders are. Him himself. It's time for you to take a self-analysis with the Most High, the Creator. What some people call him, not the Creator. It's so many. Listen. I'm tired of trying to pick one and stick to it. Ain't the God, the big one. The big one is speaking every single day in all forms and fashions, except for this stupid ass news and this government shit. It's time to free yourself. And I'm tired of talking about it being got something to do with your family and your friends. No, it's deeper than that. It goes beyond relational contracts. They got a contract on your body, on your soul, and you don't even know it. The government is blocked. They ain't got no authority over you. Whoever I'm talking to, male, female, whether you call yourself an earth angel, a starseed, whether your sign is Capricorn, Virgo, Aries, Sagittarius, I don't give a fuck about none of that. As a chosen person, a child of God, care if you're black, white, Puerto Rican, we all are in trouble. It's time to take a self-analysis on this April 1st. We're going into the 4th month of the year. They done already took a fourth, a whole chunk with this bullshit, with these distractions for no reason. And they're getting away with it because they keep on holding on to the prayers of the righteous. They keep holding you in this spot. Instead of you pressing forward in what you know, what God told you. We keep still looking at the TV every day talking about, well, what is they going to bomb us today? Well, we like Trump. Well, what they talking about? Y'all focus on this somebody, whoever she is, somebody Kurt. I wish they would fucking sue Drewski. I wish they would. I swear to God, it's gonna be a fire. A couple of them motherfuckers. That's called freedom of speech. We understand your husband. I done lost children. Miss me with that shit. Talking about you still sad and you still hurt. Bitch, get over it. Who I'm talking to. Yeah, some of that. I wish they would sue that boy. They gonna raise so much hell. It ain't gonna make no sense. But of course, that's another distraction. But that's what Drewski was trying to say. They want to oust us truth speakers. The truth speakers got to get shut down. But they, at the same time, they need us. So they shut us down from the public, but they still stealing and watching and stalking, hacking your mail and your emails and shit like that. They're still stealing your intellectual property, Spirit is saying. That's what it's being called. I like that word. I forgot who said that. That really, I couldn't think of the word to put it. It's intellectual property. These AI ain't got that. They say they want the world to be ran by these robots. They're going to collect our human fucking data, our earth angel divine energy. They're stealing that. They're sipping that. They siphoning that with this page of wands here to put into they fucking robots. How they gonna train the robots? They want to train the robots to be the chosen ones. And as long as you distracted, they stealing. Swiper no swiping is what I just heard. They stealing in every fucking way they can. And this ain't new news. They've been doing this for too many eons. But it was a reset. And now they about to try to put us to sleep again. Is you nuts? Not this time, sir or madam. We will kill you first. I said what I said. God himself is over the fuck shit. This is not continuing into the month of April. The war is because these motherfuckers still getting shut down. Like I said, you're going to sit down, walk away, sit down, or be removed. We're in a war. Stop sitting here and talking about, oh, joy. I mean, we can have joy in our spirit because we know that we won. But at the end of the day, that's why my nails ain't done. That's why if I showed y'all my hair is just wrapped up because I've been warring. I ain't even had time to stop for a good 3-4 days to do my hair because they're constantly sending this shit because they ain't got no choice. They at a crossroads. Hey. And tomorrow, today is Wednesday, my board is saying Tuesday, something is going to come out about exactly what this reading is about. Tonight even, because they're listening. So for you cross watchers that think you done found you one, okay, you doing work for somebody on the side, they done sent you to me or any of my collective, okay, understand that we got a squad and we will unalive you and your whole family for touching the anointed. Those days are over. Turning your cheek is over because if they still coming and they know better, ain't gonna be no stopping. Huh? Spirit said, you know how it say in the Bible, these kind, you have to pray and fast. These kind, you got to set on fire. Good God Almighty. These kinds, you have to subdue. These kind, you have to put them down. They not gonna stop. Please. I know that if you ain't never really had to do it before, you don't understand what it means to put all your faith and all your hope in God. That's what we're going to have. The only way you going to get free is to let go of every weight. That job, because the government see every time you get paid. These bank accounts, Apostle Leroy said that it's something about moving without banks. That's how we got to do. You know, that's how they used to do it back in the old days. We kept our money with us in our communities. And I'm not just talking about, let me say this too. I'm not just talking about black people. Okay? All the communities, the Jews, that's why they hated the Jewish people that was in America. Because they know how to keep their money in their fucking families. The black people just keep giving theirs away. And then keep going back to the government talking about, can you give me my money back? Can you feed me? Can you house me? Can you clothe me? After they done gave their money to them. So they ain't got no choice but to give it back. But the other communities, the Mexicans, they don't give a fuck. They will, Mexican and the Latino families, honey, the Puerto Ricans, all of them from over there, they know how to, they stick with their family. They have the mama, the daddy, the 2 daughters, they kids, and they damn husbands in their house with them. Do you hear me? Because it's fancy. We ain't got that in the black family community. But one thing we did know, we knew how to stick together back in the days. Okay? We stuck together as a community. We fought together as a community. We didn't need to look for no goddamn police. We didn't need to call the goddamn government for no FEMA funds. We built that shit on our own. Where? Because we had God. God was number one. For one, because we didn't have the most powerful government in the world in those damn days. Now we the descendants of the ones that worked their ass off, and we sitting here crying and shit, and it can't do nothing. This is sad. Our goddamn some of y'all ancestors is pissed off at y'all. Some of them working against y'all, stupid motherfucker. They mad as shit, slapping you upside your head, haunting your house and shit, because you're not moving from the signs that they fucking giving you. You got them looking weak, huh? They think we young. They think we dumb. They think we slow. They think they broke us as a generation. And I'm here to tell somebody, I'm standing with you. No, we are not. And we winning. Believe that. We winning, but we got to gain some more territory. So please like the video. Hype the video if you can. Thank you so much. Let me take a moment. I appreciate you guys so much for rocking with your girl, man. Get this out. You know what I'm saying? Share it. Comment below. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what city and state you in if you're seeing this. Because it's every state and city in the whole country. They got to work together to keep their bullshit going. But it's falling apart. So much so that I just said what I said. I could speak for me. I can't speak for everybody. You might want to come down below in the comments and speak with me. If you are. I'm not registered to vote. I do not have a passport. I don't have a driver's license. I don't have a lease. I don't have a mortgage. I don't have a loan on my vehicle. The only thing that I could possibly still owe to this day is student loans. And quite honestly, they shut down. The Department of Education about to shut down as well. Y'all know that? Next year, your kids ain't even gonna have no damn teachers. Hear me. But they want to know who you're gonna vote for in the 2028 election. Bitch, nobody. Now, I told you motherfuckers this 3 years ago not to do it, but apparently y'all did. So this time, now that's the stipulation for spiritual clearance as well. If you ain't stepped away from under the authority of the United States government. Now, my out-of-towners, my out-of-countries, y'all good, but y'all probably still going through this in your country too. But I'm definitely speaking about the United States because I'm in Cleveland, Ohio. Okay? And the fucking vice president is from Ohio. And it's sad to say that I don't support him either. Because he's going along with the fuck shit as well. It's only so much they could do. But they under the authority. It is what it is. Look, the magician to the Queen of Cups is here. They're under the authority of the United States government. And if you're under the authority of the United States government in any fucking form or fashion, you're stuck until you release yourself. Now they want to send all your babies and shit away to this war and shit like that. They think they slick, but it's not. We too smart. We might have been slow, as they say. We probably stayed in the house. We ain't had to do no whole bunch of freedom fighting, and we ain't had to go out and do no boycotts and shit like that. Okay, while Jamal wanted to boycott Target, fuck a Target, boycott the government, fool. How about that? Target, we don't give a fuck about Target. They ain't even giving us no money to spend it. Target is the most expensive goddamn store there is. Ain't no black folks going to no goddamn Target for real anyway. And if they is, they the bougie kind, and we don't like them. Nobody fucking with no fuck a Target boycott. Y'all really kidding me about that? Get the fuck on. Boycott your government. How about that? Boycott your council members that's sitting up there lining their pockets watching you and your family suffer. Fuck out of here. Okay? That's who I'm talking. That's why the religious figures are being chopped down so that they don't have to show no accountability. They don't got to take no accountability because they're being attacked too. So now they got to focus on them being attacked. No, these people's lives and spirits are in your hands. You under the authority of the United States of America, but they're not. Or are they? Because you are. Okay? I'm just trying to find the loopholes for y'all. But I'm going to go ahead and leave this right here. Like I said, please like the video, hype the video. Shout out to my new members and subscribers, y'all. We are super close to 5K. When we get to 5K, I'm going to give me some balloons, a cake, something. We're going to turn up. I might do a live. Just because I'm glad. I'm just glad that God is using me. And I really have signs and proof following me, y'all. Oh, God. This is what I came to do. I've been fighting. I've been talking about this same thing that y'all see I got going on here, y'all, for the last 4 years. No lie. No lie. Just all in different capacities, trying to reach the people that God's sending me to reach. And I'm so thankful that you now can see, okay? We now have a meeting place, all right? And if they attack it, that's their ass. Because, they say, whatever you put out there, you got to move silently. You can't tell nobody. Why? Because they're going to try to attack it. Try to attack me, and I'm going to attack your ass. I'm going to keep saying that. I don't give a fuck. What, they going to censor me? That's not no threat. It's a threat when they're attacking us, and y'all not doing shit about it. So if they threatening me, just like I felt that threat, as soon as I said something about the channel and the community growing, I felt it in my spirit bubble up, saying, now you know they gonna attack it. Try it. It's just your ass, Mr. Postman. All you're gonna do is bring it right back full circle to you because I'm protected. I'm chosen. I'm at the top of my wheel. Like I say, I might not can speak for everybody, but that's why he's put me in a position of leadership that I am in because I did it the right way. I suffered for the last 3 years. 4. Shit. Suffered, but it was all training. So that's why I could come to you and say, you need to drop every weight. I'm a whole nurse. I could be making $40-$50 a fucking hour right now. But when they took that from me, I said, okay, that's because I got to sit down. I got to take that fall. I sacrificed myself to be used by the Most High, baby. And my time is here with the Two of Pentacles. I'm telling you, once you do it, now it might be that job. I know people like, man, what the fuck? I'm gonna pay my rent for one. What they gonna do? Put you out? We are not under government law. They can't put nobody out right now. I don't think y'all understand what's going on. The government is shut down. They can't do shit to you, bro. Y'all ain't hearing me. They can't do nothing. You think they can because you hearing this shit on social media. They cannot touch you. Okay. That's why they're not even funding DHS, because they know they cannot touch us. They know it. They know if they try to do anything ill, they will be screwed themselves. They walking away. So I'm going to leave this one right here because I'm already at 50 minutes temperance. They touch us. They do something to us, harm us. They die. They family member die. They lose something. The house catch on fire. The building blow up. Okay? Shit breaking down. People breaking up. All right? That's all they have to look forward to. Touch us and you touched. Straight like that. So please share the video, hype the video, like the video. And if it's your first time here, you know you need to know. Hit that subscribe button. And I'll be back with another one soon.